You want to crush Q4 sales on Amazon KDP? Then you can't wait until Q4 starts. You need to start creating and publishing these books right now because every year, like clockwork, sales explode in October, November, and December. And if your books aren't live by then, well, you're missing out on the biggest royalty season of the year. For the past 6 years, I've been researching the trends, tracking data, and learning exactly what works and what doesn't. I've seen which books take off during Q4, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what to create right now to ride that Q4 sales wave. I call them Q4 Hitbooks, and they can bring in thousands in royalties during the holidays alone. And this is just part one of a full Q4 niche series that I'm doing. So if you like this kind of content and want more profitable Q4 niches, do me a quick favor, hit that like button and drop a comment down below so I know to keep these coming. With that being said, let's get straight into it. Now, since this is part one of this Q4 niche series that I'm doing, I figured to start this out by going through niches for books that are gonna do well in the month of October, which is really gonna be Halloween. Now, if you do a generic search for Halloween coloring book, it's just gonna be way too competitive. We can see the total results here being 5,092. So that's just way too many books competing for this Halloween coloring book niche. And we can see by Titan's quick view, it just doesn't like that niche score of a 34. So it's not really worth it to just produce coloring books if you're just gonna go after this generic niche. And so I actually did the research for over 5 niches that you can use today within the Halloween coloring book niche. Let's get started with the first one. Now, the first niche is gonna be the creepy kawaii coloring book. So we see total results pretty low, below 1,000, which basically means that there's gonna be less competition here and you're gonna have a better chance at getting your book ranked on the first or second page of Amazon where all of these book sales happen. Now, when we look through some of these books, we're gonna see a #1 bestseller right here, ranked at 3,178. We have another one right here, ranked at 354,000. This one right here, all the way to the right side, is ranked at 25,000. We see pastel colors. The covers and the colors and the characters all look very similar. And if we check out Titan's quick view, which I like to use their niche score, we see a 58. You know, with my videos, I like to look for a niche score of at least 50 to have any chance here of potential success. If we take a look at this book, this is titled Creepy Kawaii Bold and Easy Coloring Book with cute and spooky pastel goth simple coloring pages. Now, this book has a 4.8 out of 5 rating and 86% is a 5-star. Now, keep that in mind because when we actually look at the interiors here, we're gonna see these interiors are fairly simple interiors to make if you know your way around art generators. Now, I've shown a lot of videos on how to create these types of interiors, and I like to use a program called Nurier Creator. If you want to check that out, the link is down below. You can also check out the other videos that I have on my channel that showcase that program. Now, if we take a look at that bestsellers rank of 25,480, plug it into the book sales calculator right here, we see an estimated book sales of 330 units per month. Now, if we head over to KDP's royalty calculator and put all of that information about the book in here, 100 page count, list price $9.99, 8.5 by 8.5 inches, submit that, we can see on the Amazon.com marketplace, estimated royalties to be $3.15. So if we take our calculator and type in $3.15 per book, multiply that by the 330 book sales estimated per month, we're gonna get over $1,000 per month in net royalties for this book right here. And keep in mind, it's not even October yet. This is still the summer. So the sales here are gonna start ramping up. Now, the next niche that we have is called the Cutest Serial Killers Coloring Book. Now, I did do a full in-depth video on this on my channel. If you want to watch that, you can go ahead and click on the banner up top, or I'll also leave the link to the video in the description down below for you to watch. Now, total results here, 115, so not a lot of competition. We see a niche score of 53, and when we actually look through the books, we can see the first one right here, Cutest Serial Killers, ranked at 3,171. The book right after it ranked at 13,907. And then this book is ranked at 500,000. This one is more of that Halloween theme, which I expect this book to start selling a lot better in the coming weeks. We also have this book ranked at 241,000, and this book right here ranked at 76,000, and this book ranked at 110,000. So a lot of books here selling very, very well. Now let's take a look at this book. So with the front cover, you can see some of the characters right here. And then if we look at the back cover, we can see it keeps with that theme, basically different seams with the same characters on the front cover. And with the A+ content, we can see more of the interiors here. So this is a great way to get some inspiration on what is currently working for this niche. Now, if you want to make this type of book, typically you're going to do 40 images. So not a lot of pages overall. And with the help of art generators, you can make these books pretty quickly and without a lot of stress. Now, if we take a look at that bestsellers rank of 3,173, we can see that's about 63 sales per day, which equates to 1,890 book sales per month. So once again, if we take our calculator, let's clear this, type in 1,890 book sales for the month, multiply that by the number that we're going to get for here, which is 87 page count, $9.99 list price, submit that. And that estimated royalty is $3.15. So if we go ahead and multiply this by $3.15 per book, we're going to get almost $6,000 per month in monthly net royalties for this book right here. Now, the next niche that we have is called the Halloween Reverse Coloring Book. Now, total results 288, pretty low on the competition. Niche score 58, above that 50 that I look for. Now, this type of book is exactly what it says. It's a reverse coloring book, which means the pages are actually colored in, and then the customer is going to go ahead and fill in the rest of the page by drawing in the rest of that page. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at this book, you're going to see exactly what I mean. This is what the page is going to look like. So you're going to print this in full color, but you're just going to have an outline or a sketch of the actual image overlaid on this page that's colored, and that's pretty much all it is. Now, this book is priced at $11.47, has a book ranking of 257,000. But if we go ahead and look right here at this graph, and I just want to show you all time, we can see that around this time, around let's say late August through October, is when the best sales are for this book. The rest of the year, you can see the sales aren't that great. And you can see even starting right now, the sales are starting to go up because the ranking is starting to go down. Now, looking at the A+ content, we see 36 color illustrations. And once again, it's just basically a colored paper and then the sketch on it. And so here's the before when the customer gets the book, and then the after is on the right side. The next niche that we have is called Spooky Snacks Coloring Book. So basically it's going to be a bunch of snacks, sweet treats, foods, whatever it is, but in that Halloween spooky theme. We can see total results 218 and niche score of 58. And if we look at some of these books, this one right here ranked at 100,000. This book right here ranked at 164,000. This one is at 500,000. And a lot of these books are going to start selling a lot more in the coming weeks. So these rankings are going to continue to drop. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at this book, this is called Spooky Snacks, Cute, Bold and Easy Coloring Book. So once again, that 8.5 by 8.5 inch coloring book size. This one has a little bit more pages, 55 illustrations. So this one's totaling 115 pages, 8.5 by 8.5 inches, priced at $8.99. Now, if we go ahead and look at this chart right here, we can see that when the book was published in September, that it sold very, very well in this beginning Q4 part of the season. And the sales have started to drop off ever since. There are periods where it does well, but this book is going to come to life and it's going to start selling a lot more as Q4 season starts to arrive upon us. So this is the type of book that you want to make, you want to create, and you want to get out live on Amazon as soon as possible. Now with the A+ content, we can see the interiors of the book. Like you can see very simple interiors. You can make this very easily on any art generator program that you want to use. If you want full tutorials on this, be sure to grab my KDP royalty roadmap down below. You can also watch the other videos on my channel that show you exactly how to do this. Now, the next niche that we have is called the Halloween dot marker coloring book. Now, this book you want to make because it's very easy to make. You want these type of books in your library. Now, it has 2,615 results, obviously a little bit more competitive than the previous books that we looked at. However, if you wanted to run Amazon ads, which I have a video on how to run Amazon ads that you can watch on my channel, that'll show you exactly how to launch your ads for your books. You could do that with this book, and it's gonna help boost the rankings. It's gonna help make those sales, and it's gonna help you take advantage of this Q4 sales boom that we're gonna see starting in October. Now, the niche score is still pretty high at 55. And if we look through these books, we're gonna see a lot of these books have pretty high BSRs, which is normal to see because as the months move on closer Q4, these rankings will for sure drop like it does every single year. Because for example, if we check out this book right now, it's ranked at 741,000. But if we look at this chart and let's go all time, you can see exactly what I'm talking about during Q4 season. So basically this one starts around September all the way to the end of October. You can see the sales drop significantly. And then the rest of the year, it doesn't sell. When Q4 season starts again, this time it was around August and September it started. So you really want to get these books out now. You can see just how well it sells. And then once again, it doesn't sell for the rest of the year. And now it's starting to sell again. This is what we call seasonal demand. It's explosive and you want to get your books out so you can take part of the Q4 sales boom. Now, this book is actually very, very simple to make. I've created many videos on how to make dot marker books, and all you really have to do is with the image that you have, you just put circles inside them, and it's as simple as that. You make 40, 50 pages of these, and it's good to go. You put a nice cover. As we can see, this one has a nice cover. Now, an easy way to start creating some of these coloring books is by using Nurier Creator. It's really good for beginners because all you do is you put in a simple prompt description, you choose your art style right here, and then you hit generate. And as you can see, here are some of the images that I came up with some books that we can create for Q4 Halloween. So these ones are scary monsters. I used the grotesque zombie style for this one right here. These could work very well. Now, I did the same grotesque zombie style, but I did cute zombie as my prompt. And look what happened. These actually turned out excellent. I could use all of these in one single book, and I could just keep generating this prompt and coming up with this same type of character and have a book out ready in a couple minutes. Now, this one is Halloween in a grotesque zombie style. As you can see, looks very, very good. And then finally, this Grim Reaper in a clip art style, a little bit different style. So here's a couple more that I did. Spooky Candy in a clip art style. You can see what it looks like there. And then a haunted house in a hygge style. Some of them didn't turn out well, but this third one right here looks pretty good. You can definitely play around with the styles and you're gonna get different types of haunted houses. So if you wanna try out Nurier Creator, I'll leave the link down below. I've been publishing on KDP for 6 years, and if there's one thing that I've learned, it's this. Q4 rewards the people who prepare early. Every single year, sales skyrocket in the final 3 months, but only for the books that are ready and live. That's why this video is just part 1 of my Q4 niche series, and there's a lot more coming. Now, if you want help getting ahead, download my free KDP royalty roadmap. It's packed with research-backed ideas and strategies to get you ready for Q4 success. You're gonna find the link in the description down below. If you enjoyed this video and you want more Q4 niches, let me know by smashing that like button, subscribing, and turning on that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Also, leave a comment which Q4 niche you're thinking about starting. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.